For those traveling the Alaska Highway, the Signpost Forest in Watson Lake is a classic roadside stop. This historical attraction got its start in 1942 when the highway was constructed as a wartime effort to supply military power to Alaska. A U.S. soldier on the work crew named Carl K. Lindley was stationed at Watson Lake and repairing signposts along the road. He decided to add a sign with the direction and distance to his own hometown of Danville, Illinois, more than 4,000 kilometers away. Ever since then, travelers of the Alaska Highway have been adding signs from their own hometowns, and the collection has grown to more than 70,000. In the forest you will find street signs and homemade markers from cities all over the world. The town of Watson Lake maintains this site of hundreds of tall, fully tacked signposts dispersed among a grove of trees beside the road. A privately operated visitor center holds historical information about the site and sells materials to make your own sign if you didn't bring one with you. Whether you leave your mark or not, the place is a worthwhile stop to wander and try to find a sign from your own hometown or see how far others have traveled to reach the Yukon. Watson Lake is also a good place to relax, refuel, and resupply along this remote stretch of the highway. Since 1942, people have planted 91,000 signs from around the world. Located deep within the Yukon, one of the most densely wooded areas of Canada, sits a patch of land that's unlike any other forest on the planet. Instead of a canopy of treetops cutting across the horizon, tens of thousands of signposts perch haphazardly one on top of the other from locales near and far. They're all part of the Signpost Forest, the largest collection of signs from places around the world. At last count, the Signpost Forest in Watson Lake, located about 10 miles north of the US-Canadian border, contains 91,000 signs from spots near and far, including Berlin, Moscow, Dublin, and Hawaii. While many of the locations are easily recognizable, there are others that are lesser known, such as Yukon, Switzerland, M's Island, Washington, and cool California. So how did all these signs get there in the first place? According to the Watson Lake Visitors Center, which helps maintain the collection, a U.S. soldier by the name of Carl K. Lindley was the first person to place a sign there in 1942 while he was helping to construct the Alaska Highway, a strategic roadway project undertaken by the U.S. government during World War II. Built of planks that he nailed together and painted red and white, the handmade sign proudly proclaimed Danville, Illinois, 2,835 miles, denoting the distance that the homesick soldier was from his hometown. The original sign has since been lost to time, however. 50 years later, in 1992, Lindley and his wife Eleanor made the pilgrimage back to Watson Lake to place a replica sign, which is still there. Little did Lindley know that years later travelers from near and far would follow in his footsteps and place signposts from their own hometowns. It's one of those things that really took off, says Lella Bruce, supervisor of the Watson Lake Visitors Center. There are signs from everyone. It's the idea of leaving something in passing and a way for people to say, "Hey, I was here." Bruce says that it's not uncommon for people to travel out of their way to post a sign, and many travelers build their itineraries to have time to wander around the roughly 2-acre site, which has pathways meandering throughout the property and is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week and 365 days a year. A lot of these are personal signs that people make to literally say that they're here, she says. We also have a lot of familial signs where, say, a grandpa will put up a sign and then years later family will come back and try to find it. To help accommodate anyone interested in creating a sign, the visitor center, which is located on the Signpost Forest property, has wood and paints on hand for decorating. However, many people opt to bring their own signs, albeit illegally, by snatching a metal sign from their hometown and nailing it to one of the wood posts. It is the largest collection of stolen property never prosecuted, Bruce says. But of course we don't encourage it. The forest has grown so vast that the visitors center doesn't keep any sort of inventory of which signs make up the collection, although Bruce does recall some that stand out from the rest. People have used anything to make a sign, including hard hats, toilet seats and license plates from when their grandfathers were helping build their Alaska highway, she says. There was a woman who put up a really large bra from her trailer. I also posted a license plate from the Premier of Prince Edward Island upon his request. But one question still remains: how exactly did travelers fit some of the larger highway signs into their carry-on bags?